at copying attributes and special fields. We'll start with color eyedropper. With the color eyedropper, you can pick color from any part of your work. So let's make this bold so we'll see what we're doing. Okay, so we'll have these objects and we don't want to pick colors just from the color palettes. We want a special color, so we click color eyedropper. This allows us to pick color from anywhere, even the object, existing objects we have on our screen. So we are picking color here. I'll click. It turns to a bucket of paint. Here it means I cannot point. You see how it's showing. But here it acknowledges that this object can accept these attributes. So this is how to copy color eyedropper. Using how to copy color using the eyedropper. So here we have attributes. These attributes can copy just anything, but you have to be careful. Not every attribute of an object can be copied. So what we do is you have to know specifically what you want to copy. For example, I want to copy the attributes of this text to this very text. When I come to the attribute eyedropper, I click it. These are all the things it can do. It can copy outline, fill, text. Here, it can copy size, rotation, and position. All the effects we've discussed are copyable. You can copy any of these effects. So we start with, we know we are interested in text in this case, so we just say text. So we close this, we go to where we want to copy the effect is here. And where do we want to apply it? We have to move to this text and apply. We have to look when it's accepted. Okay, I think it's too tiny for us to select the actual work. So let's see if we can make our work bold. Okay. So we go to the attributes. The last setting is maintained. We are interested in text. I think we should be interested in the outline and fill, because these are the things that make up the text. So we click here. This is what we want to copy. We come here and drop it. So you see a fast way of copying from your past work. It's a fantastic tool. You don't have to start thinking on how you made something. Just copy the attribute. Let's show example of this attributes with another object. Here we can use envelope on these objects. Remember, if you want to clear envelope, you just click to clear it. So this is the attributes, what you want to copy, and its envelope. We want to copy it to this place. So what we do is, first of all, we'll go to attributes eyedropper. Which attributes are we interested in? We are interested in envelope. So this is the only thing we want to copy. We don't want to copy transformation, which is size, rotation, and position. This can be ignored, the fill and all these ones. No, it will try to copy the fill. It's not a text, so we can leave all these ones. So what we're interested is this. So we want to copy from here to where? To this place. That's exactly what you're having. So it's a very good tool to copy. You can just copy virtually anything. The extrude, your shadow, your only thing to remember is for any attribute you want to copy, come here and click it. That's the only thing you have to remember. So let's go back to feature and page. To page. So this is how to use the attribute button. We've seen how to use the eyedropper, color eyedropper. We'll now go to the next. This is interactive fill. It will fill your work interactive. This is what we're interested in, and we want to fill it. So interactive fill, we click on interactive fill. It will look like transparency, so you now drop how you want to fill it. You can fill with texture too. You can add texture. You can have all the tools you have under transparency will appear here. So this is the starting color. As when we want two colors, we can click here and select the second color. So it will fill from the first color to the second color. This is a very strong tool. Interactive fill is a very strong tool. Your mind will be going on how you will use it in drawing. Your drawing can be conical, the fill can be conical. It starts from the inner color to the outer color. And you can move this angle to get the angle for the fill. You can move the center of attraction to any place. So all these are the things you need for your designs. As we will just leave this like this and carry this text and put, make the text to come up. This is where we'll make the properties, so we'll now go to here. This will be faster for us. And we'll say to front of the page. So we've already started to design now with only the interactive fill. The interactive fill appears like transparency too. The difference is that with interactive fill, you are not seeing through it. So we go to interactive fill, come here and do our interactive fill. If we use the same tool on transparency, we have the triangle and we go to transparency and do the same thing. They will appear similar, but the difference is that it is a transparency tool. If I move this here, I will see through this. I'm seeing what is at the background. But if I do the same thing, I won't see anything at the background. So use your interactive fill wisely to create designs. Remember that your interactive fill, as you said, can take different. First of all, it can be rectangular, it can be conical, it can be, and it can take different fields too. If you have a field, to interactively fill it with this. This is the last field we use, that's why it's showing. We'll come here and select what we use and set it to still fill it interactively with the pattern. So these are strong tools. So we'll have this field here, and you see what is happening. It's filling it interactively. With this you can get wonderful shapes, wonderful things. So that's about interactive fill. So use this in your designs. Remember your attribute copying. If I want to copy attribute based on size, I want to transfer this to this, and I'm interested in the size, I'll just go to attributes. Once you click attributes, I'm only interested in the transfer, which is the size. I may be interested in both sides, rotation and position, but now I'm interested in only size, and that is what it will give. When I close this, I will select the object I want to copy from, and I want to copy it to this. You see what we're getting? Because we did not talk about the fill and the outline right here, we are not getting those attributes. So be careful when you select the attributes. It's not all the attributes are transferable from one form to one type of object. So you know exactly what you want to copy. So this is all about the attributes actually. The next thing we'll discuss is the smart fill. What is smart fill? Smart fill will look at your objects and fill it based on the gaps, based on the holes. So if you have this object and have another object, I'll put this on top. If I use interactive fill here, let's remove the fill so that we'll see exactly what's doing. So if I add interactive fill here, it has sent the intersection. It will fill only here or only here. So this a tool, very strong tool that will make you do your paintings as if you're using crayon, although it's an object. So we go to interactive smart fill. We'll select the color we want. Let's undo. So we go to smart fill. We select the fill. We want to use smart fill. We don't want to select ordinary. So we click the smart fill and go to the aspects we want to fill and do. So you see it's filled only here. So let's remove the fill on this one so that we can see through it. No fill. Oh, now go to interactive fill and drop it here. It filled only here. It's after you've dropped that you can change the color. If you try to do it before, it will affect the entire fill. So this is another design, so very strong design. So if we're interested in filling only here, we'll just come here and do it. It remembers our last selection, so we can just change it. So we are doing this now as if we are using crayon to color only here. Meanwhile, it's the objects too that we are working on. Let's stretch and see whether the color will stretch with us. So the object now is stretching. What we are saying that the interactive fill did not only fill, but it created objects out of that fill. Let's try and separate our work now, our half fill. So this fill is object on its own, while the original object is still there. So this fill is another object on its own. So you can use this to carve out shapes by filling the aspects of the shape we want with interactive fill. So the next and the last tool here is the mesh tool. Mesh will give you the power to color inside an object with different types of colors. If I have a rectangle here, and I want to use varieties of color inside this rectangle, I'll get the mesh, and this can work in any closed object. So this is the mesh. I can color any of these nodes, and I can add more nodes. This is 2 by 2. Let's make it 5, maybe 5 by 5. So any of these nodes can be colored. That's why it's called the mesh. So we select this node. I can give it any color I want. Then I have the options of setting the transparency of this color, and I can clear the mesh. I can add nodes and I can remove nodes. So we click here, different color, click here, different color. So when you want to use varieties of colors in an object, instead of coloring the entire frame, entire boundary, this will give you the opportunity to selectively color part of the object. It's a very strong tool. You notice you need it in your design. So this is what will form now. We are giving these different colors as if we're using crayon, but yet it's a draw. So we'll go out of this. We have a closed book of what we've done. So use this tool when you want to paint your object according to the nodes. Now we are just using nodes to color instead of looking at the entire object. So this is the last tool in the toolbox. And again, there are certain things you want to point at. Note that every color in your job is here, and your pick tool can come and pick color from any of these colors you've used before. This saves you the time of going to look for color you've used before. So let's go to color eyedropper, and we are interested. We select the object we want. We go to eyedropper, and we are interested in any of these colors. We just click the color, any of the color we've used before, and this object has changed it. And if we are interested in certain colors to use in our job, we can use this document color. This bar is called document color. We can store colors here. I can click here. It even works outside the COREL view. If I'm interested in color, this color, I can come here and put it here. If I'm interested in any of this color, both inside and outside of my job, I'll keep the color here for future use. Now I want to use it. I can now come to color eyedropper and select this color, which is for job. So this is how to use color eyedropper. If you look down here, you will see settings. We have under these settings, you select what you want to be displayed in this status bar. This is object tool hinting. It means that if I select any tool, it will hint and tell me how to use it. This is the text tool. This is the zoom tool. Let's make sure that the hint is on. The hint is on. This is eyedropper. I select. It said click to select the color. So it will direct you on what to do. This is the mesh. Click add mesh fields to an object. So the same way, any of this project, any of this. So if you are a beginner, You're supposed to have this on in the, to have this, to switch on the tool. So anytime you click the tool and you want to know what the tool and how to use it, you read it. So remember your hints too by the, from these windows. This will give you an elaborate hint on what you want to do. Okay, it's under, so if you have your hint on as a beginner, you find out that any tool you click, it will give you a brief tutorial on how to use the tool. So these are the things you have. A very brief tutorial on how to use it. So with these things, you cannot go wrong on using any tool. Remember how we got switch it on. You can switch it on and you can switch it. Again, you would like to know that if you have a text, you can turn it into an artwork. If I have a text probability, I can use it as graphics. Let's increase this so I can see it very well, the size anyway. So the size of this text it's not properly selected. You note that if you pick and you see a knot, this box, it means you can use it. Otherwise, you have to go and brush over it. So now that we've selected it, this is the size. We've increased the size. If we try to use shape tool on this object, we cannot. It will chain us only this to move it around vertically or horizontally and not to rotate it. So what we can do to use this as an object is to convert it. We do that to text. We want to use it for design. Convert it to form. Once you convert it to form, it's like every other form tool. And you can use shape tool to add it or straight to what you have. All these are the things you can use in design. This is very okay for designing logos. So instead of trying to design your logo from scratch, you can design it from existing objects. So that's all that we have under tools. At this level now, you can design anything you want because you have the powers of COREL Draw. You've done the tools. So the next step you will go is to draw, to take up projects. So they introduce you to projects 1 and projects 2. So you start using all these tools. See you in the next lecture.